It struck me yesterday that the trajectory of my life is completely my responsibility, and I have so much to do over the next couple of weeks that I've decided I really need to lock in. What I'm going to do for this week is every single time I reach for my phone to scroll, I'm going to hit record instead, and hopefully my productivity skyrockets. I got up at 7, I did my stretches, I had breakfast, and I enjoyed how pretty the sky looked. Then I got some editing done before my first lecture, which is the sole reason I got up at 7 AM when my first lecture was at 12. I actually ate before I went out because I hate being hungry during lectures, and I'll take you with me.
That letter would have this kind of wording on it.
I'm gonna have a sweet treat and no one can stop me. Does anyone else find the, pregnant silence? Is that? That's not the right word. It's a heavy silence that overtakes everyone when you're waiting for or in a lift. And for some reason, I just find it deeply hilarious. It doesn't normally get me as much as it did just now, but I had to obviously get the lift coming back up here, and it just struck me that we all just stand and stare at the lift. And two of the people I was waiting with had bags, so they were rustling, and the silence was so unsettling. And I put my headphone in, and then Charlie Puth came on. It's not that funny. I thought it was funny. Caramel Freddos, guys, you're missing out. They're so good. I've just had a reminder on my phone that I need to pick the modules that I'm going to take next year. Oh my god, my posture's awful. I need to pick the modules that I'm going to take next year, and I'm just thinking, I don't really know what I want to do, so I'm not going to get stuck procrastinating. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and then I'm going to have a look at what the options are, and I'm going to pick them, because we have 2 weeks to pick them, but I'd like to have picked them today. If you don't pick them, then they'll pick them for you. So, don't want that happening. Anyway, that's what's on my mind currently. I'm going to enjoy my caramel freddo. I decided to skip the seminar that I had in the evening, and I just did all the tasks from home, and I'm so glad I did because I got a lot done for that seminar, but I also got quite a few other things done. I have left it a little bit late for dinner, considering I had lunch at 11:45. My lecture was at kind of an annoying time, but it's okay. However, I have got everything done that I put on my to-do list for today, so I'm kind of ecstatic because, I don't know, often I make to-do lists and I get everything done except 2 things, or I kind of look at it at the end of the day and I think I was a bit ambitious with that list or whatever. And I've got everything done and I have extra time to do other things. I've actually already done more than was on my list, so I'm very, very happy for today. It's been a great start to the week. I have looked through my modules for next year. I have a question, so I have emailed the lecturer that can answer it, and I'm holding off on picking until I have the answer. I've emailed someone else, which I was kind of putting off, but I've had a really positive response back. So that's really, really good. I can get to work now on something that will contribute to a portfolio that I will hand in May. So I'm very, very happy about that. It's good to get a head start on that kind of thing. I've done some general sorting of documents so that I know where things are and everything's organised, and I'm not going to have to go looking for things. It's just all there ready for me. And I've got dinner in the oven. I made a pasta bake yesterday, so I'm literally just doing the other half of that because I make enough for 2 portions, so I've just had to whack it in the oven to reheat it, and that's it. So I think I'm going to finish the video that will be posted tomorrow, which means I won't have to do it tomorrow, which is brilliant, which means I can probably get more done tomorrow. I will say I haven't completely not been scrolling, but I want to say I've scrolled maybe an hour and a half today total, which is, you don't understand the level of achievement that is. Obviously we want to get it down to no scrolling at all and no getting stuck on social media and none of that, but it's not the kind of thing you can just cut off, I don't think. I feel like it's something you have to do in stages, so today was a great step forward. It was a great beginning of the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. I did not want to get up this morning. I was freezing when I woke up, and the thought of getting out of bed and being even colder was horrendous, but I did manage it. Do enjoy me taking my vitamins while watching GB ASMR's most recent blooper reel. It was very entertaining. I am back from my lecture. I forgot to film, my bad. But I'm gonna do my stretches because I didn't do them before breakfast, and then I'm gonna go straight back out and do my food shop. Side note, I just came back and I walked into like our hallway area and it smells so funky. So low-key looking forward to going back outside because it smells kind of weird. I don't even know what it is, like it's not even like a food smell. Whatever. I'm gonna do my stretches. When I got back, I did some work for one of my modules, which, as you can see, I'm finding extremely stimulating. A little bit of context to these clips. I'm checking the results of one of the assessments that I did earlier in the year, and as you can see, I'm just jumping for joy with the result. I need you to understand this was a good mark, and I had the most mid reaction ever. It is 5:30. I've been editing for many hours. Not only am I getting a bit sick of it, but it is dinner time. I'm really hungry, and it's quite a recipe that I've got planned for today. Like, it's not just a whip it out the freezer thing, so I'm gonna go make dinner.
Tonight, for the first time in Formula One history.
This is cracking me up. MGK is strutting out with a McLaren behind him. What's going on? Why is Gordon Ramsay here? Oh my god, it's Lewis. I thought they'd all be backstage. I've changed my mind. Jack is cracking me up. He's made a crack at Max about hating this event. He's made a crack at George about being a beef with Max. He's just made a crack about Lewis with his fuck-ass outfits, which are always incredible when he's walking through the paddock. Like, this is good. They were right to get Jack, I think. So the F1 75 stream has just ended. It felt like nothing was happening. And I was like, guys, like, speak more. Like, actually do interviews. And I've just realised it's 10:05, which means it lasted 2 hours. I don't know how they managed that because I feel like nothing happened. Bright side, we've seen all of the liveries and I really like all of them. The McLaren one was a bit of an anticlimax, but they all look really cool. I specifically liked V-Carbs, Alpines. I like that they have brought in more blue, and it's blue and pink. I don't know, I just really vibe with that. And there was another one that I really liked, and I can't remember. I got extremely excited when Ferrari and McLaren came onto the stage. I think I forget how much I love it. So it's really got me back into the F1 mood, which I'm sure was the point. I'm sure that was the intention. It is 10 o'clock, so the rest of my night is going to be organising footage that I've taken today, ready for when I edit this, and then going to sleep. I've had a really productive day. I don't think I filmed as much as I did yesterday, but I have got loads done. I will see you tomorrow. It is 8 a.m. The sun has risen. You can't tell because it's cloudy, but it is up. I got up at 6 today, which was a choice. I'm actually really proud of the fact that I've managed to get up at the time that I've planned for 3 days in a row. It's quite an achievement for me. I have my second 9 a.m. of the week in about an hour, and I've just had breakfast. I've put on the final episode of season 6 of Drive to Survive because I did a rewatch through the winter break, and I've specifically been putting off watching the last episode so that I don't have to wait too long for season 7 to be released, which logically I'm not actually waiting any longer. Like, if I'd watched the final episode 3 weeks ago, I've had to wait to watch the final episode, so technically I've been waiting, but it feels different in my head, so I don't know. I did enjoy the show last night. I thought it was like weirdly structured. I feel like if they'd made the intros of the cars shorter and then made the interviews with the drivers longer, I think that would have been better, because I think I said last night it felt like nothing happened, but then also it was 2 hours. I don't know, but it didn't necessarily drag. It's hard to explain. It was kind of amusing to watch all of them be there when they clearly did not want to be there. Like, why are we forcing these men to do this? It's a little insane. I'm trying to think what my plan is for today. I did make a list, shockingly. I know that's really out of character of me to make a to-do list. I think I ended up writing down way more than is actually achievable, so I think I'm just going to see how the day goes. I do have a walk planned with my friend, so hopefully we make it to the beach. That makes it sound like we've got to like battle our way there. We will make it to the beach. I don't know why I phrased it like that. So that'll be nice, but I am always absolutely exhausted by the time we get back from walking, because we're normally out for like 2 hours, and apparently that's entirely too much physical exercise for me, so it kind of wipes me out a bit. So hopefully I'll still have energy to do whatever's left on my to-do list. I think the early mornings are catching up on me a bit, because I've been trying to go to sleep at a sensible time, considering I'm getting up at like 6-7 a.m, and then last night I didn't at all, which was partly because I was organising footage and partly because one of my flatmates decided to start vacuuming at 11:10. I don't really understand. To be fair, the floors look great, the kitchen counters look great. I walked into the kitchen this morning and I was like, wow, look at this. So that was nice, but I have to say in the moment I was like, why are we doing this? Why is this the time? But it's okay. I'm going to finish my Drive to Survive episode and then I'm going to go to my 9 a.m. and I'll check back in.
And understanding what previous academic work helps us.
Guys, I made tea and put it in a flask for my lecture, and I took a sip in my lecture and it was so hot and I burnt my tongue. I don't want to talk about it. I spent the time between lectures writing up the notes that I didn't get down from my 9 a.m. while listening to music to up those dopamine levels. Guys, I miss Little Mix. Girls, it's not funny anymore, come back. Come back. I was getting so hungry by the halfway point of lecture 2, and I was very glad to get back to make lunch, which I ate while watching a bit of Bach and Arthur. I was low-key ready to take a nap, but I only really had 20 minutes to chill, and then it was back out to go for a walk to the beach. I changed into my trainers because I wanted to be comfy, and then we went to see the sea. Guys, I'm so tired, it's not even funny. All I want to do right now is have a nap, but I think I'm going to do some work for like an hour. It might not even take me an hour. I just want to draft something ready for tomorrow. I don't think I necessarily need it for tomorrow, but I think it's going to make my life easier. And I think if I let myself crash now, I won't be able to regain the energy to do anything later. So I think this is my last opportunity to do something productive. The walk has taken me out a little bit. We were only out for an hour and a half, but I don't know, man. I'm very, very tired. I think maybe it's the early mornings catching up with me. So I'm going to do this work and then I'm going to make dinner, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then I think I'm going to chill. I will come back to you when I am ready to make dinner. So I did do the work I said I was going to do, but then I got stuck on TikTok for an hour. The first doom scroll of the week, folks. But I did make dinner, and as you can see, I'm on cloud 9 eating it. Right, I have officially reached that level of tired where I am one inconvenience away from sobbing, so I'm gonna go to bed. That's all for today. I have made myself a cup of tea, I'm gonna get into bed, I'm gonna watch something funny, and I'm gonna eat some chocolate cake, because at the end of our walk today, Lauren told me that she had a third of a Colin the Caterpillar cake in her bag for me because she bought one for Galentine's and we never got around to eating it. So I've got my share here and I'm gonna dig in and I'm gonna get comfortable in bed and I'm gonna rot for the next probably only about an hour because I want to go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure I actually understood what the lecturer was trying to explain in the lecture that I've just come from, so I think I'm going to have to do the reading, which is probably a good thing because I can consolidate, but I was like a bit lost. I also feel a bit like a zombie today, which is weird because I have had more sleep, and I felt really good when I actually woke up, and then I was sitting in the lecture and it was 2 hours and I was like, I don't know what's going on. So I've got 2 more lectures and I'm not really in the mood, but I don't have a choice. So this might be a day of slightly less filming because I'm literally back-to-back lectures all day. This is my only real break and it's not very long and I always use it to eat, so not much happens. What is my next lecture? I'll see you probably this evening. This is me walking to my final lecture of the day, and I actually don't have any more footage for Thursday because I just felt kind of rubbish when I got back, and often when I'm not feeling great, the idea of filming just feels pointless because I don't have anything constructive to say and I just end up staring at the camera and getting even more annoyed. So I did FaceTime my mum later in the evening and that helped a lot, but yeah, not the best evening and nothing more to show you for Thursday. Happy Friday. I technically have a lecture today, but I've decided to skip it because I don't really feel like I get much from it. So I just feel like yesterday kind of ended on a low and I want to utilise today because I feel like I've kind of lost the motivation that I had at the beginning of the week. So I just kind of want to get back into the flow of things. And I just feel like that lecture just does nothing for me. Actually, technically, it will have just finished, so I basically just need to figure out what I want to do today. I had a vague plan yesterday, but the weather kind of affects what I do. I have some plans for future content, which involves being outside, but it's really, really windy today. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's really loud. So I think I'm gonna do the outside stuff tomorrow because I checked the weather and it's looking a bit better. I need to do the other half of my food shop because I did the first half on Tuesday, but I've split it in half this week, so I need to do another trip and I think I'm going to do that today. And then I think it's going to be a case of planning for what I want to do tomorrow for the future content and then editing. I think I want it to be fairly chill because I've just been a bit exhausted the last couple of days and I think I just need to take a moment to chill. but I don't really have time not to be doing things. Do you know what I mean? It's like I need to do things that are fairly chilled, but I can't be doing nothing at all. I don't know how much sense this is making. I've had a really slow morning because I just kind of needed it after last night, and then I'm gonna try and lock in for the second half of the day. So of course I'm gonna take you along with me, and we will see what I manage to get done.
Arthur, protect me!
You'll see it in the replay, I'll just relax.
You wake up from that night. Well, I'm not surprised. My mind tends to wander far and deep as the ocean. As I see, don't look, don't look, don't look back. Yeah, I really.
Okay, we need to get out of this place.
That's the weirdest way I've ever sell back for. Two boss. Might go in, yeah. That's it, control room it is. Crazy. Grace room. That door's locked as well.
Why is this here? Try this. That's why I can just be enough.
I am.
Doesn't it look like it's got nut allergies? Back damage.
And it always ends up going.
I've done 4 out of 5 of the things that I put on my to-do list for today, which isn't too bad considering that I've only really utilised about half of the day. Tomorrow I want to get up quite a bit earlier. I think my most productive days and the days where I actually feel the best in myself are the days when I get up earlier, which is annoying because it's a challenge. It's difficult. I'm obviously in bed, as you can see, and I think I'm gonna watch a movie because I don't really do that anymore. I just watch YouTube and then edit and then watch YouTube and then edit. So I think I'm gonna watch an actual film and then hopefully get up at a decent time tomorrow. I do have a solid plan for what I want to do tomorrow, and I can't really afford to put it off. So it's kind of good really because it pressures me into getting it done. So I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. I have just spent the last 30 minutes trying to figure out how to map a route on Google Maps, and I kind of figured it out, but then I realised I couldn't accurately track how far I was walking as I was walking, if that makes sense. So I've just downloaded a running app, which I will not be running, I'll be walking, but I have this idea of a thing that I want to do, and if I like it I will let you know what it is, so that obviously it won't be on this platform, it'll be on Instagram. So I'm not 100% sure about it yet, so I just want to test it. So I've downloaded this app. I'm really hoping it works. I've basically got to a point now where I don't need to do anything else before I go out, so I'm just going to go out and see if this works, then come back and start editing and see if I like what I'm doing, because if I don't I'll have to try and rethink how I'm going to do it. Anyway, I think a big reason that this video has kind of slowed down towards the second half of the week is because when I lock in to getting things done, I think I reach midweek and I start to burn out, and 2, the repetition of waking up every morning and having breakfast and doing my stretches and then editing and then doing this and then doing that, and I don't actually have a lot of human interaction. It's just me in my room, and yeah, I go to lectures and that's great, but then I come straight back here, and I think I get to Thursday and Friday and I do feel a little bit like I'm losing my mind. So Thursday night was a bit rough and I spent a lot of it FaceTiming my mum in the evening, and then Friday was better, but I didn't really structure it properly. I didn't really plan it properly on Thursday, and so when I got to Friday I was just like, I've got some things I need to do, but I'm not really sure in what order or what the kind of schedule is looking like or anything like that. And I also FaceTimed quite a bit with best friend Layla. So I feel like I've had a bit more social interaction the last couple of days, which I think I really, really needed. And then today, obviously I'm going out on this walk and trying to track the distance. and trying to film for something that will hopefully become a new little mini series. But I think the fresh air is going to be really good. I think I spend so much time in this room. I spend so much time in this room. It does get to a point where you're getting up every morning and it's like, I feel like I just did this. Like, I feel like I just, I don't know if anyone else feels this, but when you have a day where you get 3 meals in, they're really good meals, you've cooked nutritious things for yourself, and it's really satisfying. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, oh, I've got to do it again. Doing it once doesn't count for your whole life. Like, yes, that was a good day, but I have to do that every day. So I think today, going outside, getting some fresh air and interacting with the planet is a great idea. I'm going to make sure I go by the beach on my walk, and I do have quite a few things I want to do when I get back. I'm going to go outside, and I will let you know how it goes. I haven't filmed much because my phone died when I got home, and then I recharged it, and then my mum rang and we were on FaceTime for a while, and then it died again. I'm currently sitting in bed. I've got dinner. I'm eating dinner in bed, which feels kind of illegal. I've only done that once since being at uni, I think. I always sit at my desk to eat, but I decided to sit in bed because I am watching a Twitch stream, which is fun. I got gifted my first, what's it called, sub? I got gifted a sub. I don't even know what that means. For the first time, I thought I was reading it wrong. I was like, I haven't subscribed, I haven't bought anything. And then it said that your subscription will renew, and I've been gifted a tier 1 subscription for a month. How exciting. I'm gonna eat my dinner, I'm gonna watch this stream, and then I think I'm gonna do chocolate and strawberries because I deserve a little treat. I've actually got some work done having been back. I haven't been able to edit the footage that I got when I was on the walk because my phone was dead, so that's kind of annoying, but I felt kind of overwhelmed when I got back. I'm really worried that I'm gonna start this series and I'm gonna do this like draft video of what I'm hoping is gonna be a series, and I'm not gonna like it, and I'm not gonna think it's good enough. So I think I'm already procrastinating editing it because what if it's bad? But everything you do for the first time is bad. You can't be good at things immediately. I am drilling that into my mind because, my God, do I hate being bad at things. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, I'm gonna watch this Twitch stream, and I'm gonna have a relaxing evening. I've got quite a lot to do tomorrow. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna fit it all in. I feel like I always, throughout the week, I get a ton done, but then I have so much more to do, and I'm like, that's okay. I've got 2 whole days at the weekend where I can get things done, and then I'm at the weekend and I'm trying to do stuff, and I'm like, this is not a conceivable achievement. It's okay. It's okay. I've had a really good day. The sun did wonders for me. It was so much warmer than I was expecting. I literally was down to just my t-shirt, which is wild in February. I'm very glad I went out. I'm gonna eat because my dinner's getting cold. Hi, happy Sunday. I've had a great morning. I have changed my bed covers. I have cleaned my bathroom. It's just been great. It's been so productive. And now I need to get some academic reading done, which is just thrilling. And then I'm going to the cinema this evening. So today's looking like a great day. I think I'm going to time lapse the reading because it's the kind of thing that I get distracted really quickly when I'm doing it. Like if I pick my phone up once, I'll just start scrolling because I'm bored. So I'm just going to prop my phone up and have it out of reach. And then I need to make sure I've eaten before I go to the cinema. So I need to check what I planned for today because I can't even remember, but I need to make sure that I've made it and eaten it by, I think, 5. And then I'm gonna go watch the new Captain America movie. I'm actually very excited. I've heard very mixed things, so I'm gonna go in neutral and maybe give a little bit of a review at the end. this is the end of the video. It is Sunday, it's the end of the week. I have had probably my most productive week since being at uni, which is kind of crazy. I got a lot done. Productivity fell off a little bit, I want to say like Thursday evening onwards. I feel like I brought it back a little bit. I've kind of done the bare minimum of work today. I said I was going to do quite a few things and I only really did like 1 or 2. But I did do other productive things, so I think I'm gonna let myself off. It is a Sunday, and I have had a really good day, and I feel good. I feel like the last couple of days I haven't necessarily felt great, but I do feel a lot better today. So if you're still here, hats off to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the notifications so that you get notified every time I post. And I'll see you in the next one. I feel like I've got some good videos coming, so stay tuned. Bye!